Kevin here. Welcome back. This is episode 2 of my shop build, and this is some select fill being brought in to build up the pad. We need a minimum of 12 inches above grade. We'll get it formed up, graded, rebar, concrete poured. Everything will be done in this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. We're going to be putting plastic and rebar on our garage. We got the plumbing in. We have it all graded. Beams dug. They made the stirrups up. That's all going in. We're getting close. This is the night before the pour. This is October 7th. We had a little bit of rain today, so basically I'm documenting that our pad is it's dry. Inspector came by today and said we needed to make sure that all the water is evaporated from the pad. So I went out with the leaf blower and blew the water into the troughs, punched a few holes in the plastic and the beams, and so that's what I'm doing now. Basically is just recording that this pad is it's dry, so that's kind of what I'm documenting. So just make a note. And of course, this is the setup that we did for the doors. For the little pocket that my door set in. This is my plumbing. Looks like it's kind of all in line. Get a little closer view here. I put a bucket around my toilet drain. In case I have to move it. I don't anticipate that, but I did it anyway, and I'll get a bag of concrete and fill it in when I'm done. There's my conduit for my electrical. Have my copper ground wrapped around there. And this is what it looks like. This is the night before. So that's it. Looks like we're ready to go. We'll add to this video as we move along. We still need to pour over here. We have to do the footings for the lean-to. I have a 20-foot lean-to coming out here. So after we get the pour done, after we get the pour done on the slab, then I think we're going to form up the footings for the lean-to. It'll be 20 foot, then 2 foot extension. So that's it. Kevin here with Ripple Fish Productions. October the 8th. It's about 5:20 in the morning, and we're about to pour some concrete for our garage. Been awake for probably an hour. Didn't sleep too well, but the day has come, and so we have the guys. Some of the guys are starting to show up over here. I don't know if you can see some headlights, but pump truck should be here pretty soon, getting set up. So, are you awake?
No, I'm not.
So this is Ripple Fish out, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. Good morning. Everybody showed up and we're waiting on the concrete trucks. So we'll get this party rolling here soon. So we have the pump truck here and getting a little aerial before we start. And we'll see see how this thing goes. All right. So, had to go direct a couple of the concrete trucks. So now I'm back over here again. See if I can get some see if I can get some video. Kind of a rookie, but we'll see. There's the aerial of what's going on. So this is truck number 4, And all the footings are filled, and I hope it doesn't go beyond 5. I think there's 5 trucks ordered. So we'll see how it goes. We're getting close. Huh?
There's a truck coming and he went the right direction.
This is the end. This is the last truck. A little over 5 yards. So here we go. Good morning. This is Kevin with Ripple Fish Productions, and we are finishing up some footers on the end of a lean-to on our metal building, and so this is the last day. So we're going to be finishing up these footers, and then we're going to order the building. So here we go.
Wait, 2 more. 2 more. Más bonito, no te enojes. Esta la veo ya, ¿verdad? Hold it in there,
Well, good morning. Today is October 13. Slab is poured, as you can see. Looks good. The only thing I think we're going to be doing here, up here where the garage doors are, is we were supposed to go, I believe it was 10 inches from the edge, the sheeting edge. Somehow or another, we ended up going about 10 inches or so from the edge of the concrete. So I'm probably going to have to end up cutting a little bit more out of this slot here for the door to sit down in. But we have 2 doors up here. This is our utility sink right here. This is the utility sink. We have water coming in. So we'll have our first column, double column is going to be right here. You walk in, there'll be a utility sink. Water, have water stubbed out here. This is our vent, the toilet, about 18 inches on both sides. And that'll be framed in inside the building. This is 2-inch conduit. I have a clean out right over here. And then also on this side, on the back side, right over here, I have water stubbed up. And then again, 2 doors on the back side because we have the prevailing south winds. I think they did a great job on the slab. The only thing I'm going to have to adjust, like I say, is probably I'll have to do a little bit more trimming on the access for the doors. So it's not too far off. I'm just going to have to cut maybe another inch and a half off of the front side of it. So, but this is it. Been waiting a long time, and it's finally here. Now the real work will begin soon. So, Kevin here, Ripple Fish Productions, and I want to give you just a little update on where I'm at with this metal building. It's going to be our shop. So the building itself is engineered, I believe, to 147 for windstorm, and then I had the slab engineered as well to match the building. You have to get those two to match up, and so Lynn Engineering was the firm that did the slab for me. And so now the next step is to make sure I have the correct concrete anchor bolt for the columns to go in the concrete. And so if you don't wet set the bolts or have templates to go on the forms when they're pouring the concrete with the bolts, you know, down in the concrete whenever they pour the concrete, then you have to do something like this. And so this particular building, a Hypersteel, is not one that comes with the templates. So what you have to do is purchase concrete anchor bolts, and then you drill a hole based on what the engineering documents tell you. And so this is what we have. These are the bolts that come with the building. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm not sure why. I mean, they just need to be 3 or 4 inches longer. These are 3-inch concrete anchor bolts. It looks like they're zinc. They're a zinc bolt, which would work. They're just not long enough. You need, at least on this particular building, I need 6-inch embedment. So I had to buy separate bolts. These are 8 inches. The anchor plate is 3/8 of an inch thick. So I'm going to end up with probably about 7.5 inches of embedment with this bolt. So that's what the document requires, a minimum of 6. I need 6 inches of embedment. So that's where I'm at. I'm getting my materials together. This is the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm hoping to get busy on this sometime next week. I'd like to be making some fishing videos, but I gotta get my shop done. So hopefully I can maybe get a day in next week, pull some fish in. Anyway, that's where I'm at. We'll see you on the next section. And once we get started drilling, then I'll start, you know, adding more videos to it. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.